Dexter New Blood episode review video. Before I get into that, though, pretty important, if you aren't caught up to the point where I am at rewatching or watching Dexter or Dexter New Blood, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention as well as put in the description for you. If that happens to be the case and you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers. And if you want to check out my original review of this episode of Dexter New Blood when it was airing, click right here with about 20 seconds left to go in the video. And of course, I'll remind you later on in the video. This will be Dexter New Blood episode 7. The title of this episode is called Skin of Her Teeth. And this will be my review reaction recap after just finishing rewatching the episode. It has been a few days since I rewatched it though. Dexter has arrived at the caves to help Angela out with the dead body as he owes her. Dexter says she was shot from behind with a rifle. Dexter says she was still alive when she was buried. The weight of the rocks held her down. Dexter says Iris bit her attacker. Angela says Kurt Caldwell is a suspect since he didn't want them to come to the caves. Harrison scarfs down breakfast, wants to bulk up for wrestling. Today's Harrison's first shift at the truck stop. Dexter tells Angela about the Molly and Kurt situation at the secret cabin in the woods. Dexter and Angela go to Kurt's cabin and they enter the place and the room has been stripped, completely stripped. All Angela has is a 25-year-old DNA sample. Dexter may have to kill Kurt instead of letting the police take him down. Harrison's cleaning some semis and dresses up with a smock and a face shield, kind of like his kill outfit, but it's really not. Kurt sits next to Dexter at the diner as Dexter has come to keep his eye on Harrison. Kurt wonders why Jimbo has come down to his neck of the woods. Dexter asks if Molly ever got her interview with Matt Caldwell. Angela and Logan show up at the diner. They place Kurt under arrest for the murder of Iris. Angela tells Molly they're done due to Molly going behind her back to talk with Kurt. She had warned her previously. A man gives Harrison $20 to help move some cargo. Angela questions Kurt. She tells Kurt his DNA is a match to what was found on Iris's body. The man that hired Harrison asks him to give an envelope to his dad. Harrison gives Dexter the envelope and there's a metal screw inside of it. Dexter lets some sheep out and goes to the station as Teddy had to go round up the sheep. Teddy is a fucking idiot. Why don't you just not do anything with him and lock him in a cell, because he's completely useless. He may be my least favorite character in both of these shows. It's only Dexter and Kurt at the station. Kurt tells Dexter this situation is temporary. Kurt mentions that not even fire can erase sins. Kurt tells Dexter the night he gave him a ride home, it wasn't snowing. It was ash. He tells Dexter titanium does not melt. Dexter says thanks for the science lesson. Dexter leaves and figures out that Kurt knows he killed his son, Matt Caldwell. Angela thinks that Kurt's cracking. Kurt mentions his dad used to pick up women, and then his dad used to beat up on those women occasionally. And then Kurt mentions seeing Iris 25 years ago. He was giving her a ride. He was going to take her home, and she ended up biting him. So he shot her as he was running away. As she was running away. Doesn't mention shooting, of course, her to Angela. The DNA test is only a 67% match. They have to let Kurt go based on that. Dexter knows the screw is a loose end, and he hates loose ends. Dexter breaks into Kurt's office looking for the rest of the surgical screws. Dexter finds out Kurt's been released, and Dexter says, yep, I'm going to have to kill him. Molly sees Angela out and tries to comfort her. They start to discuss how it was creepy that Dexter followed them to the cabin. Harrison is about to get into it with some kids from the school, and he pulls out his straight razor, but Dexter shows up to tell them to leave him alone. And then Harrison tells Dexter that he's fucked up and he has always been. Always has bad dreams. Harrison tells Dexter he remembers everything, and then we get a cameo from Arthur Mitchell, the Trinity killer. He tells Harrison they're there. Daddy will be home soon. Harrison thinks let me rephrase that. Harrison says he thinks about hurting people. Harrison leaves and gets into a vehicle with Scott. Dexter says he was wrong, and he says he has to tell Harrison about everything. And then Dexter is attacked by Kurt's henchman, Ulrich, to end the episode. So, pretty interesting episode of Dexter New Blood. Good moments, but I'm not really liking where the story is going the second time around. I think some stuff is rushed and some stuff is too slow. They need a better balance of slow stuff and fast stuff. So with that said, I'm going to give the episode an 8.5 out of 10. Angela is going to be my female character of the episode, and Kurt Caldwell will be the male character of the episode. So you've heard what I have to say. Now it's your turn. If you're a fan of Dexter or Dexter New Blood and like the show and want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, make sure you Hulk smash that like button. Share this video with anybody that you know, or put this video on your preferred social media platform. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are on this episode of Dexter New Blood. What would you score it, and whom would be your male and female characters of the episode, or anything else Dexter or Dexter New Blood that you want to talk about. And also, like I mentioned before, don't forget to watch my original review of this episode of Dexter New Blood right there. And then last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button. You're watching the video anyway. Subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return.